The fight begins at the exact moment the arena lights dim and a strange, heavy silence falls over the entire stadium, so silent that it feels as if thousands of people are holding their breath at the same time. Suddenly, a thunderous voice erupts across the speakers, introducing Anthony Joshua, and the arena explodes with roaring energy. Bright lights create a glowing aura around the towering figure stepping forward with cold confidence. A man who hasn't just come here to win, but to remind the world that every punch he throws has the power to redefine destruction. On the opposite side, Jason Gavern completes his final warm-up, and while he may not have Joshua's imposing physique, there is a stubborn fire in his eyes that makes something very clear. He is not here to be anyone's easy prey. As the two fighters walk toward the center of the ring, tension thickens like smoke. Their breaths are visible, their focus razor-sharp, and the referee stands between them, trying to control an atmosphere that is moments away from exploding. And then the bell rings. The air shifts instantly. Joshua steps forward with a small feint, his shoulders loose, yet ready to strike with devastating force. Gavern's eyes don't blink, scanning Joshua's movement like a soldier in a battlefield. The crowd becomes silent again, painfully silent. Then, without warning, the first powerful strike tears through the stillness like lightning. The fight has officially begun, and every viewer knows, deep inside, something massive is about to unfold. As the round progresses, Joshua moves forward with the calculated precision of a machine, each step measured, each shift of his shoulders carrying the promise of explosive force. His jab slices through the air like a crack of electric light, quickly followed by a cross that echoes around the ring. Gavern hesitates for only a fraction of a second under the pressure, but he maintains that bold, almost taunting smirk that says he refuses to back down. He shifts his footwork, trying to disrupt Joshua's timing, trying to pull him off rhythm, but Joshua's presence looms over him like a shadow he can't escape. Suddenly, Joshua fakes a devastating right hand, drawing Gavern's guard just slightly off-center, then fires a brutal left hook that shocks the entire crowd. Gasps erupt like a wave crashing through the arena. Gavern's knees dip, his balance falters, but incredibly, he doesn't fall. Instead, he fires back with two sharp body shots, surprising everyone. For a moment, the audience is stunned silent. The commentary team erupts. He's still in it. He's fighting back. Joshua's eyes narrow dangerously, a flicker of irritation mixing with ferocious determination. He steps in harder, faster, unleashing combinations that echo against Gavern's guard like sledgehammers hitting metal. The sound of their footwork, quick thuds, scrapes, pivots, forms the heartbeat of the arena. Every punch raises the stakes. Every breath carries tension. And with each passing second, it becomes clearer that the next exchange could flick everything upside down. As the fight intensifies, Joshua begins unlocking more of his raw power, but Gavern's endurance continues to shock everyone watching. Each punch he absorbs feels like it should break him, yet some fierce, almost wild determination inside him refuses to let him fall. Midway through the round, Joshua feints an uppercut so perfectly that Gavern instinctively raises his guard, leaving his ribs slightly exposed. But Joshua doesn't attack immediately. Instead, he waits, watches, and then fires a straight punch with terrifying precision. The impact sends Gavern stumbling backward. The arena collectively freezes. Somehow, he regains balance once again. The commentators can barely speak. "How is he still standing?" echoes across the broadcast. The tension spikes even higher. Gavern's survival baffles even Joshua, whose face tightens with a mixture of respect and irritation. The English powerhouse increases his aggression, throwing heavier, tighter, more ruthless combinations. Gavern tries to slip behind his jab, but Joshua bursts through his defense like a hammer breaking through a cracking wall. Every punch is a test of will. Every second feels like a battle inside a battle. The crowd senses that control is shifting, tilting dangerously toward Joshua, but the uncertainty in the air is electric. Gavern still refuses to break, but for how long? The pressure is rising. The danger is rising. And the moment that decides everything feels unbearably close. By now, the atmosphere inside the arena is almost frightening. Gavern's breathing turns heavier, his movements slower, yet the fierce flame in his eyes refuses to die. He studies Joshua's every motion, trying desperately to predict the next attack. But Joshua has entered a new, deadly rhythm, one driven not just by skill, but by a cold, intense desire to end this fight with a statement. He corners Gavern with strategic footwork and a deceptive feint. The crowd rises to their feet instantly. Everyone can feel it, the moment something huge is about to happen. Joshua smashes a powerful right hand through Gavern's guard, then follows with a lightning-fast left hook that rattles his opponent's entire frame. Gavern's legs wobble, his breath stutters, but he refuses to collapse. He lifts his guard again, trembling but defiant, absorbing Joshua's relentless jabs and body shots. The pressure is suffocating. And then, just when it looks like he might crumble, Gavern summons his final burst of courage and lands a sharp counterhook directly on Joshua's jaw. The arena explodes again, shocked and electrified. For a moment, it feels like the entire fight could swing in a new direction. Joshua steps back, touches his jaw with a look of calm fury, and nods slowly. The final round begins with an overwhelming surge of energy from the crowd, half excitement, half fear. Joshua steps forward with the cold focus of a predator closing in on its prey. Gavern stands there, exhausted but unbroken, his body swaying yet his spirit determined to fight until his last ounce of strength. The punch hits Gavern's jaw like a bolt of lightning ripping the sky open. For a split second, Gavern's body lifts, then collapses toward the canvas in slow motion. The crowd erupts. The referee begins counting. 1, 2, 3. Joshua steps back, breathing hard but confident, knowing the fight is already decided. By the time